My home is definitely a reflection of who I am. I'm fun, I'm silly. I can be very dramatic at times. Hi, my name is Gladys. This is my handmade home in Shawview, Minnesota. I am originally from Singapore. I moved here about 20 years ago, and I've called Minnesota my home since then. I love the 4 seasons in Minnesota because it's hot and humid in Singapore all year round. So here, every couple of months, it feels very different, and it's so refreshing for the soul. My home is a beautiful mess. Nothing too serious in here. A lot of it is from my childhood, the things that I love, things that I remember growing up. So everything has a memory with it. As long as I can remember, I've always loved design. I'm a designer and vintage dealer, and I'm constantly hunting and looking to find things to buy and sell, to collect. I'm always styling things to make them look their best, hoping that I'm able to let people see them from different points of view. When we saw this house, we walked in, it looked exactly like 1984. But we fell in love with it because of all the different spaces, the divided rooms, but it still feels like one big open space. I don't have any bookshelves in the homes. I love placing things on the floor or on the tables. It feels more inviting. It does help make the space feel more informal. This is the dining room. We entertain here, I work here, I create art here. So this table has a lot of good memories and good energy from all the fun we had around here. This chandelier is one of my most favorite things in the house. It's paper mache, so there is fine line cracks in it. There's food stains from all the dinner party. It's a beautiful sculpture piece, and in the evening when we turn the lights on, it would cast a shapely shadow on the walls and make the room so, so pretty. I do love collecting chairs. I love chairs that has sort of a dual purpose. It could be a sculptural piece in a room, a statement piece, or it could just function as a chair. When we have new people over, it's a little bit awkward because they're not quite sure which chair to sit in, if it's comfortable, if they're going to break a finger, or a chair would tip over if they sit in it. So it makes a really good icebreaker and conversation piece. I love this room because it's very bright, it's very airy, and I get the best view of the house. I get to enjoy all my artwork. I like contrast, I like to create drama, and I like to play with size. So you want something very small or very big. And it doesn't all have to be similar colors. This area is where I collect some of my most favorite pieces. These 2 portraits are very dear to me. They are sort of a reflection of my personality. There's this part of me that is very serious and very studious, and then this completely different side of me that I don't care. And if I'm in that whatever mode, this is literally how I would look. This is one of my favorite chairs. It's by Karim Rashid. It's an outdoor chair. We had it outside, but the squirrels were partying with it way too hard, and they were making scratches on it, so we had to bring it in. When we're hunting for vintage items, you never know what the day would bring. So this is a piece that we found on auction. It's a toothpaste. I love it very much because it's a very random piece, and I love random and uncommon pieces that you may not think you might find in a home. I love collecting food objects, and especially when they're extra, extra large, like a Coke bottle that is life-size, my candies here, and those M&Ms, they're made of real candy, and we actually had a 3rd piece, but it was all melting and oozing, so we had to toss it out. They really bring me a lot of joy because food objects are very colorful too, and I love to eat, so they're perfect to collect. This is one of my favorite sculptures that I have. I do not know how to play dominoes, but my sister and I had a set of dominoes when we were kids, and we would lay them in a row and push them and watch them fall, and that's what we could do all day long. So this is the fun room where we entertain a lot. We don't get as much light in here as compared to the rest of the house. So what I did was to bring in a lot of richer, warmer colors to make this space very, very cozy. This sculpture piece is by Haziza. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I call it the magic mushroom because they look a little bit trippy. This is one of my favorite chairs that I have. It's by Verna Payton. It's called the Phantom Chair because you can place it 3-4 different ways and they sit so comfortably. Yogi Bear, I remember watching him when I was a kid. I love the color pink. And this is just an abstract art of somebody looking down. So it's a very cool piece of art because it's from a different point of view when you're looking at things. And I think that's how we all should look at things, from different points of view. So this is the bathroom that we recently renovated. I always knew how I wanted the bathroom to look. I always wanted it to be imperfect, timeless. We always knew that we wanted to try and keep as much as we could to reduce waste. So we kept the 80s mirror. These are our old IKEA kitchen cabinets that we had sitting in the garage, and somehow it magically fit the length and the width of this entire countertops. These knobs are from IKEA, the children section. And one of the things was we wanted double sinks, but we did not want the space to feel broken up. So we found this Italian Carrara marble that works perfectly and still make the countertop feel one whole piece. It's a very different vibe from the rest of the house, but it's definitely an escape room for me from the beautiful mess out there. I think design is really within you. It's about understanding who you really are. Listen to yourself, because that's when you understand what really works and what does not work for you. So there's no rights or wrong. Design is for everybody. Anybody can do it. I would say bringing in all the vintage items and putting it together to represent, to reflect my personality, who I really am. The things that I love, I like to be colorful, I like bright things, I love things that makes me happy, things that brings me so much joy when I was a child. So I would say that's part of my handmade home story. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Handmade for more home tours like this one.